everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. As you have probably noticed, today is Friday, September 15th. This video is going live at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, and all of the soaps are going to be live at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you have a couple of hours to set an alarm and prepare thyself. So the soap that we're making today is using a fragrance oil called Hot Pink Lime. To me, this smells a lot like cherry limeade, probably. What do you think it smells like?
Cherry limeade.
Okay, good. All right. I was right. Haha, cherry limeade. So it's going to be a swirly soap. I'm going to kind of do a take on the drop swirl. We're going to use 3 different colors: white, pink, and neon green. So the first step, of course, is to mix the lye water solution into these oils here. Okay, so this has been blended up pretty well. So now I'm going to split it off into these 3 buckets, and we're going to add the colorant. Right, so now it's time to mix in the colorant. So for the white, I'm using titanium dioxide as usual. For the pink, I am using the hot pink that I used for the last soap that I did. This is from TKB. I'm pretty sure it's called Reborn Strong Pink, but I'll have a link to it down in the description box below. And then the green that I'm putting in is reformulated neon green. Now with these neon colors, I tend to mix them first before I add them in. This one I've mixed up with glycerin. I mixed up the pink with glycerin too. It's just because it's really hard to get everything evenly dispersed and not have any chunks of anything. I might add a little bit more colorant in, but for right now we're just gonna see how that looks, and we'll start mixing up the white first. Okay, so it took a little while for me to get the colors where I wanted them, but now I finally have them all looking exactly how I want them. Hopefully this fragrance oil doesn't discolor. It's not supposed to, and I have used it once in the past and it was fine, but you never know. Each batch is different. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that into these buckets here, and then we're going to start pouring them into the molds. So this is actually pretty great because the fragrance oil slowed down trace a little bit, so now it's really runny, which will make for a really pretty drop swirl. So I'm gonna put pink in first, all the way down. I haven't even covered the entire bottom. I'm gonna try to pour in little sections so that the drop swirl looks a bit bigger. Now I'm gonna pour some white down, just like this. And then I'm gonna pour some green, and I'm gonna continue alternating these colors until the entire soap is filled up. And I'll probably go ahead and speed this up because it is going to take me a while. I've poured the bulk majority of the soap into here. I know this is gonna look so cool once I cut it, and now I'm going to scrape out the insides of all of my buckets, and then we'll come back and start doing the piping. Okay, so my piping is set up, and I have added some jojoba beads to it. It's colored white, and then the jojoba beads I used were forest green and another green. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll go ahead and put it down in the description box below. I'm using the Royalty Soaps piping set, available at nurturesoap.com, and I'm really excited about this soap because I have mixed some of the embeds with like 3 different glitters, and they are super sparkly. Now Caleb, you're not allowed to type because they can hear it whenever you click in the background. He's so rebellious. Caleb's got those big fat headphones on so he can't hear what I'm going to say because they're like the noise canceling kind. But it never ceases to amaze. Oh, never mind. He's turning around and looking at me. Apparently they're not the noise canceling headphones. What? You know what?
I can't hear the thing you're saying. I'm wearing noise canceling headphones.
Well, you know what? I don't care if you say, I don't care. I don't care if you can hear it because...
What? I can't hear you. I'm wearing noise canceling headphones.
Of course.
If you were going to say anything about anyone, possibly me, you can continue because I'm wearing noise canceling headphones and I wouldn't be able to hear you.
What I was going to say is the stuff that he does that makes him giggle in his free time, I do not understand. He's currently looking on the computer for people like playing the wrong notes and like you're playing something normal and then all of a sudden they play a wrong note and it just cracks him up. I'm just gonna fill this in. This particular tip that I'm using always makes the fluffiest piping. It makes it so tall. I'm not making fun of you, Caleb. I just think that it's funny that you think it's funny.
You're making fun of me.
I am definitely the bully.
You're making fun.
Out of both of us, who's the bigger bully?
You're so mean.
It's definitely me. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the final little bit on each one of them. And then we're gonna start putting the embeds on top. So I've made some lime embeds and then I've cut up some little pink pieces to put on top since it is hot pink lime. I probably won't name it that, but the fragrance was inspiring. Okay, we have changed angles because I had to get a new camera because the battery on the other one died. So I'm now putting in all of the little lime pieces that I made. I rolled them in mica to make them a little more shiny and to make the little wedge details kind of stand out. I did take off my gloves for this. If you are a beginning soap maker, I would not recommend you do that, but I've been doing it for a really long time. I am taking my time to really push these limes in because they are having a tendency to stick out to the side and it makes cutting really difficult when that happens. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these up and then we'll come back and we'll put in the rest of the embeds. So I've put my gloves back on and now that I've put the lime wedges in, I'm gonna go in with some glitter here and sprinkle that all on top. And then we're gonna take these sparkly pink bits here and we're gonna start putting these on the side, just like this. I'm not going in for anything like really specific, but I do want them to be all the way down the soap. This is probably gonna take me a really long time to do, so I will come back whenever all of them are placed on top. Okay, so this is what it looks like once they're all in. I know it looks a little funny when it's in loaf form, but I was really thinking about how the individual bars would look after they've been cut. So that pink will get cut all the way down and kind of have, I think, what will look sort of like a gemstone appearance. So I'm really loving these, and I'll be back in 24 to 48 hours to cut them all up. And we are back to cut this soap. So it has been quite a while actually that I've been letting this one sit. It was a little bit soft, but it's hardened up pretty good now. And I have to be really careful because all of these little melt and pour embeds on top love to come out. So I have to cut this super slow. I'm gonna definitely just probably cut this part out. I'll leave the little tink noise in there for you, but I have to really push on this and cut really slow because again, they just want to come out. Okay, the hard part's over. Only a few of them fell off. So let's remove one of the middle bars. This is what it looks like. Man, that swirl is crazy. So that's what you get whenever you have a really liquidy soap and you pour them and all of them are the same consistency. Looks a little something like this. Now obviously my big soap release is today, which means that this soap will be available today. Between now and October 15th, it's gonna be all of my fall fragrance stuff. I will also have some haul videos. Brambleberry has sent me a package, so I'm gonna do a little haul of that. I might also do a supplies haul from another company. I don't know, I haven't decided, but there will definitely be a haul in there somewhere. I might do a really easy fall DIY. There's lots of things that we will be doing between now and October 15th. Thanks so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Maybe even leave me a comment down below. And if you want to get some cold processed soap, go check out my Etsy shop. At 12 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. And until next time, I hope you guys have an absolutely royal week, and bye for now.